So, what are cycles, really? On the surface, they seem simple. Just a series of starts and stops. Things repeat over and over. But cycles are so much more than that. They're nature's way of reminding us that nothing is ever lost. That endings aren't actually final, and that every ending holds a seed to a new beginning. A cycle is a pattern, a rhythm that echoes through all of existence, from something as massive and universe-altering as the death of a star, leading to the formation of new galaxies, to things as mundane as the seasons changing. The universe is a way of creating balance. This constant dance between growth and rest, creating and destroying. A push and pull that we see within ourselves, and we also see reflected in the world around us. But more deeply, cycles are about transformation. Philosophy provides this really interesting perspective, taking a look at existentialists like Jean-Paul Sartre or Albert Camus, who talk about this tension between our desire for meaning and for chaos, especially when it feels like the universe is completely indifferent to it, where we are quite literally just sacks of meat on a spinning rock. They believe that life doesn't come with an inherent purpose, that it's just something we have to create for ourselves. This idea can be liberating. It can also be deeply, deeply daunting. It puts a responsibility back on us to define our lives, allowing us to shape our own destinies, but also confronting us with the weight of our freedom. Again, that push and pull. But it also means that cycles that we experience in our lives, the moments of euphoria or sadness, the beginnings and endings, the successes and failures, must be embraced. Even in a world where meaning isn't handed to us, these cycles are constant reminders that we're alive, that we're moving, and we're evolving. Take Camus's example of the absurd. He talks about the feeling that we get when we realize that life just keeps going without any clear reason. It feels like things are just happening to you instead of for you. And it's hopeless. It's Sisyphus pushing a boulder up a hill, only to watch it rolling back down and then having to push it up again and again and again for eternity. But here's where the shift happens. Camus suggests that instead of fighting this endless cycle, that we should embrace it. He says that we must imagine that Sisyphus is happy, that he finds joy in this menial task of pushing the boulder up the hill, because why would we ever choose to live our life miserably? We as humans must find meaning in these arduous cycles in our lives. And existentialism gives us that power to decide what these cycles in our lives mean. Each time we start something new or face an ending, we get to choose how we respond. We can view it as just another turn of the wheel, or we can see it as an opportunity to create meaning in our own unique way. Existentialists would say that it's through this act of being able to choose, through engaging with these cycles instead of resisting them, that we actually find our true sense of freedom. And maybe that's the beauty behind it. The knowledge that life doesn't have to make sense all the time. That the cycle itself is enough. You don't have to do more or be more. You existing within it is enough. The stops and the starts, the moments of clarity and confusion, they're all part of what it means to exist. Cycles tell us that it's okay to have a moment where we slow down, reflect, or even feel lost, because those moments aren't the end. They're part of the larger process. A pause doesn't mean we're stuck or we're stagnating. It just means that we're prepared for the next turn of the wheel or the next boulder to push. Because if we're being honest with ourselves, deep inside, we look forward to pushing it. So embrace it. And welcome back to the Moments of Klairity podcast, where we enter this new cycle together.